Rise and shine to the morning light. Sister MJ brings the truth so bright. Health and nature in every sound. Feel the rhythm, let's get unbound. From our higher we get our power. Every herb, every healing flower. Sister MJ shows the way. Naturally living every day. Naturally you, naturally free, naturally living as God meant to be. Breathe the air that's fresh and pure. Nature's bounty is the cure. Sister MJ shows what's real in every word and every meal. From the mountains to the sea, every breath is harmony. Feel the beat and feel alive. With Sister MJ we thrive. Grains and fruits in every bite. Feel the energy, feel the light. Harmony in every part. Naturally you with all your heart.
Shalom! Hello, shalom, shalom. Greetings, everyone, to the four corners of the earth. Greetings and welcome to Naturally You. Not me, but Naturally You. So happy to be here with you tonight. Boy, hasn't it been a minute? We've had such a journey, and now we are going to do it all a little bit differently. I'm hoping you can come on in. Sister Dawn, Shalom. Jay, Shalom. How are you? Sister Kana, Sister Nina, Shalom. My sisters, my faithful naturalites. Yes, that's what we are, because this is Naturally You, and we will have our own Naturalite t-shirt, our Naturalite program, and we are going to make this an amazing journey together. Naturally You, where does that come from?
Shalom, peace and blessings. This is Ra'ashi Asharada, and you're tuned into Naturally You with my sister MJ on AbengRadio.com. Prince and princess, the Most High's chosen. I worship you, and I sing my praise to you. Inside Naturally You, Sister MJ. Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. You hear that?
All right, we heard Ra'ash. I'm so excited. He's one of my favorite artists, and that was just such a wonderful gift for me tonight, and I'm just tickled pink. Tickled pink. Well, Naturally You, I'm sure you all are wondering, okay, Sister MJ, what happened? Well, you know what? Let's put it in a nutshell. We had season 1 and season 2, and that went to a close, and now we have a new program. And this is nothing different than what you see on TV when you have a different actor or actress and they go to a different show or they come to have a new program. Same thing. It's just that we are on Abeng Radio still and we have a new show. I'm hoping you will glean a lot of information. I'm doing it a totally different setup. And our intention, because I am not a doctor, I don't want to be a doctor. In our world today, everybody is running to the doctor. We're being sick. We are sick and being sent to the doctor with a diagnosis. And you know what? I think we're doing it wrong. We need to just peel that onion back and take a look at what we're doing because the Most High made us 6 days, He created, and every day it was good. And this book He gave us, which is what? The Bible, Basic Instruction Before Leaving Earth. This book gives us everything we need. And this is what Naturally You is about. We are standing on this because this is where we dwell with the Most High. And if you don't dwell with the Most High, this may not be for you. But here we dwell with the Most High. And we use the instruction given in that book for how we stay set apart and how we figure out how our health journey should be. As I mentioned before, we need a strategy. The enemy is sending us out of here like flies, and we need to follow the way that the scripture shows us and find a better way for our bodies, for our health. Because if you look in Exodus, that journey 40 years for a 2-day trip, come on, we've got to do better. If we understand how our body works, my thought is that maybe we'll do better. All right? Because we're in a health crisis here, a health crisis, and the enemy's attacking us every which way and loose. And if we don't come up with a solution, we are going to be out of here or 6 feet below. It's up to us. The Most High gave us choices, and it's up to us to, if you want to take this information, use it to your benefit, that's fine. Hopefully, you'll share it with somebody else that you love in your life, and they will benefit from it as well. Our intention is to build health while learning about how our electrical body functions. Now, we are electrical. We want to avoid a health crisis and become our best self. Society, as I said, has been built on treating us, and when I say us, I mean Israel, as second-class citizens. They don't worry about our learning as they have categorized us as, oh, they won't read. Put it in a book. They won't read it. That's no longer true because I'm reading. And if I'm reading and I'm sharing it with you and you share it with somebody else and so on, we won't have any gaps like we have today or we had in history to where we are now. A scripture I want to base as the foundation of what we are doing here at Naturally You is Ephesians 6:12 through 15. Please look that up. That is our foundation. We're in a battle. We're in a battle, and we've got to win this. We've got to win this because we have a lot at stake. And I don't know about you, but I think I do. I feel pretty confident. I can say if you're here right now, you want the same thing I want. And that is to hear, well done, thou good and faithful servant. All praises to the Most High God, a higher. In the weeks since our last episode, I've been spending a lot of time with the Most High, trying to figure out, okay, Father, what do you want from me? What can I do to further your word, your kingdom? Because as I look in this life, there's nothing I want. Sure, um, I've been there. It's like when I look at health and all the bad choices I made, eating the bad foods, I think, you know what? I know what that tastes like. And so I know what the devil has. I know what it tastes like. So I don't want that anymore. I want something better. I want something pure. I want something clean. I want something organic. I want something natural. And this is how we came up with Naturally You. So the quickest way to health, in my opinion, and of course, since I'm the host, I guess it is my opinion, right? The quickest way to health is via longevity. And with longevity, I find superfoods. I feel that the Western medicine has failed us, and therefore we need a better approach. And I like the Chinese medicine, Chinese herbs, the roots, the vegetables that the Most High gave us. I think that's a better place for us to venture, and I hope you will come along and learn with me on this journey. Now, I want to ask you, who sent you? Who sent you? And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. As you know, there's a battle going on. We have to win it. I can't imagine anybody going through what they're going through today and not have not wanting a positive outcome. Our world has been plagued with deception, with lies, killing, stolen identities, murder. In a nutshell, a whole bunch of unrighteousness, right? So we're going to take a different approach to health. Shalom, Sister Monique, Sister KK. All right. Yes, we do need a better approach. And so when I look at a better approach, we're going to start off with something a little bit different. We're still looking at health. If you look behind me, you see all my mason jars full of my natural herbs and roots and stuff, you know. And this is what we need to have. This is our not medicine cabinet. This is our self-care cabinet. And this is going to grow with us as we learn these new, some may be new, some things we may dive in deeper that many people didn't know about, but we're going to learn. And together, we will create our health strategy. We will create our medicine or healing cabinet. We will go and take from this what nature gave us versus going to synthetic drugs and everything else that's out there. Shalom, Sister Nafisa. Shalom, Sister Yolanda. Welcome, welcome. So, who sent you? Who sent you? There's so much crazy in our world today. We have people with different motives. They come in for something, or they come in to be a troll, or they come in to cause issues. They come in for something that may not be organic. And we need to think about that, because if we're not here for the right intention, that negative energy is not going to serve us. That's how sickness happens. And we want positive energy. We want peace. The Most High says, peace. Peace. He gives peace. He brings peace. And we need to do that. We need to put that into our life. Make it very, very important. Self-care. For those of you who don't focus on self-care, let me tell you a story of how how important self-care is. Looking at the two parallels, right? Shalom, shalom. I saw Sister Ebony. Where are my girls? Give them my love, sis. So we have to look at what's going on here. The enemy he's attacked our skin. He's attacked us on the outside. He's attacked us on the inside. He has attacked us from the air with the chemtrails. He's attacked us with the pollution from the factories and everything. He's attacked us in the ground, in the soil where we get our food. And until we figure this out and understand that this is personal, we are just going to be existing. And we need to be more than existing. We are a viable force that the Most High said, "You're the salt of the earth." And honey, I don't know about you, but if you eat food that's bland, yuck. But you put some salt in it, it's got flavor. And that's what we want. We want flavor in our life, right? Now, if you don't take care of your body, where are you going to live? Where are you going to live? Shalom, brother Doug Stevens. Shalom. Oh, I love it when we have some males in here. Shalom, shalom. Welcome to Naturally You. And you know what? I want to stop and take a moment to say the water. And the water means thank you in Hebrew. I've been taking Hebrew for trying to learn Hebrew. I'm not the best at it, but I tell you, it's wonderful to be able to say thank you or talk to the Most High in the language He gave us, because there's a stronger direct connection. But I want to stop and say thank you to all of you who are out there, who are listening right now. And I want to say a special thank you to my producers. They are amazing. I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to come and sit with them. It's like time just flies and we're just having a good time. And that's how we need to be one with another. It's like there's no tension, it's just peace. It's wonderful. And we have so much in store for you all. And I looked online and everything, and I don't see a show like this. I want you to think of this as a community you can come in for an hour once a week and just dwell with us. Dwell with us, learn about your body, learn about how the Most High made our masterpiece and how He meant for us to enjoy life in a peaceful manner, taking and putting self-care as the number one priority, because the enemy is giving us chaos. He gives us chaos. And he's taking he's pulling all of our energy. And what is he doing when he takes it? He gives us inflammation. Inflammation. The Most High gives us, what does the Most High give us? He gives us antioxidants because he knew we would be in this time. He knew that inflammation would cause havoc in our lives. So he put certain things in place for us to use to combat it. So how did he do that? Well, we've got grounding, right? We have our berries that reflect from the inflammation. We can have all our strawberries, blueberries, all our fruits and vegetables that can help us. And he gave us grounding. We are electrical beings. Barefoot on the earth gives us a connection. For those of you who've never done grounding, come on, you've got to try it out. Barefoot on the grass. If you don't like the feel of grass on your feet, put a paper towel down. You won't get the exact benefit, or better yet, put a piece of linen down. Because of that high frequency, you'll feel that electrical charge. And what this will do for you will be amazing. In time, it improves your circulation. And it's funny that, I tell people, I believe our hair, we inverted, like our hair is our roots, like a plant has its roots. And then the rest of our body, our arms and our legs, those are our limbs, and like a tree, right? However, when we die, or as we begin to transition out of here, it is our feet that tells that story. Did you know that? It's our feet that tells that story. And one thing we are going to do in the next few weeks as we build on this, on tonight, we're coming out of our parasite cleanse. And it seems that everybody's talking about parasites now. Imagine that. Well, we're on the end of our parasites cleanse, and it's been a journey. It's been a great experience. I know years ago I was told, "Oh, you didn't have parasites," and I'm like, "Not now. I've got them again." So what did we do? We did that eviction notice and kicked them out of here. And it's been a spiritual journey actually as well, because when Satan was given his marching orders, he had to crawl on his belly, and these parasites are in us crawling and making a big old mess inside of us. Our detox goes through Sunday the 15th, and many of you who didn't start at the same time as we did, it's okay. If you want that information, send an email to mj@yasharalamedia.com, and I will be more than happy to send the information to you. It's very important. I know growing up, our grandmother, twice a year, we had a purge, which is a detox, a cleanse, right? And now that we know more than what we did, or we've gleaned more, I should say, we understand that it's time that we realize that the enemy is going to come in. If you give him a pinhole, he'll take it. And if he can get in us through the food and get his little minions in us, and they use us as the host, that's the problem. So we've got to purge it out. Like David said in Psalms 51, verse 7, purge me with hyssop. Purge me. Let's get it out. Because we want the purity that we were meant for. We are his masterpiece. We were meant for so much more. And this brain fog, if we look at all the things that causes parasites in our body and make that connection, if you can't remember anything, could it be that we have a little invasion going on? Could it be that it's time that we take a pause and pull out or go into our cabinet and get our diatomaceous earth, food grade, of course, and start taking that as we instructed in our parasite eviction notice? Could it be it's that time? Yeah, I think so. So send us an email if you're interested. And because of the nature of these parasites, and remember, we showed you the picture of all these parasites, all different kinds. And don't think it can't be in your body, because that's naive. In this world today, it's in all of us. If you're eating food that comes from the earth, if you're eating processed food where they're making it and settling it to us, and we don't know what we're getting, we only reading what's on the box, and marketing is the biggest scam out there. We need it. We need to purge it out of us. And if I can get that picture of all those different worms so you can see. And then also realize that there are some that are specific for the intestines. There's some that's specific for the stomach. There's some that's specific for other parts of the body under the skin. It's just the craziest thing, but you need to understand this is a serious journey and it has layers. It has layers to it. And don't get me wrong, you don't have to use the diatomaceous earth. But I will go into why I want you to use that specifically in a minute. Let's take a look at this picture here. You see all these symptoms? Nobody tells us that these things are caused by parasites. The floaters we see in our eyes, and if you notice, your eyesight diminishes as you age. If we're not purging and cleansing it out, it's going to be there, right? We look at all the different things where it's affecting our sleep, our mental and energy, our gastrointestinal. It affects our vision. It affects our appetite, the cravings. Those cravings are huge. And we say, oh, I've got the munchies. No, you got the parasites. That's what you got. You got the parasites. And it's eating on you. It's calling you, saying, feed me, Seymour, feed me. And what do? We answer the call. We go to the fridge, open it up, and we grab something to eat. And it's time that we come up with something else because it's so funny. As we've been doing this, I find, and when we started, what did we do first? Just let's go back, right? We clean the blood because in all of us, that's the one constant, the blood. And you know what? It's in the blood. Power's in the blood, right? So it makes sense. We cleaned the blood, and then we went to the most used organ, our liver. The liver. It is so overworked. You've got fatty liver. You have liver that's damaged because cirrhosis of the liver because of alcohol and whatnot. You have the smoking, and all these toxins we absorbing because our skin is the largest organ, and that skin just absorbs it because we've got all these little pores and it's just taking it all in. Sometimes you can go in a room or you spray something and you happen to taste it, or you're outside and you all of a sudden you taste that and I'm like, wait a minute, it's coming through our skin. Garlic is a great example. You eat a lot of garlic and you can smell it coming through your pores. And some alcohols like the vodka, you can drink and think, oh, nobody will know it's clear, but you can smell it because it comes through the pores. But these things we need to understand. Our body is alive. It breathes. It talks to us. It speaks, and we need to learn to listen. And that's what we are going to do on this journey. We're going to listen to our body. You know, uh, the Most High wants from us, what I find that He wants most from us is obedience, right? Not only obedience, but He also requires faith. They kind of work hand in hand. And if we don't have the faith, then we tend to go on the enemy side and all that chaos and everything, and we overthinking. We have fear coming into us, and we just forget about the positive that He gave us. I mean, to me, when those things come in, I say, the Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. That's a promise. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. That's a promise. He restoreth my soul. That's a promise. All of those are promises we can stand on every day. And our eating is also it's a testimony of what he gave us, because we have this circle of life, right? We have this circle, and we take a seed, and we take that seed and we plant it, and this seed goes through so much before it gets in, we get to it. It cracks the crack open from the shell, okay, based on that soil, that nice loamy soil you give it. You put it in there, it has to crack through that soil, through the seed, the shell, and then it has to spread its roots out. And those roots have to spread far and wide and deep enough so that with the sun and the rain, that plant can come up. And once it comes up, what does it do? It brings its leaves, right? It gives you the leaves. And then from the leaves, you get a little bud. And from that bud, you get a little flower. And from that flower, you get the fruit. And that fruit you pick when it's ripe. You bring it from the farm to the table. And then we eat it, we digest it. And our system breaks it all down. And if our system is working right, we eat it, we digest it. It goes through our liver, and our liver cleans it up, and it sends this here for energy, it sends this here for our skin, it sends something else for our hair, another portion for our nails, and for our well-being. It gives us all that we need. And then when we are done with it all, what do? We go ahead and we poop out the rest. So take a look at that. Take a look at that. Everything in that book is for us. It's for us, and we need to start using it, right? Another thing that we have a get out of jail card that we don't use enough. That's when we get on our knees and we pray. And to me, David was the one who was repented the most, the most beautiful repentance I've seen in scripture. I mean, he put on the clothes, rent his clothes, and he just poured out his heart to the Most High, asking forgiveness, seeking forgiveness. And not only did he seek forgiveness, he asked the Most High, I know I'm not worthy. Purge me. Make me clean. Make me whiter than snow. And you think about white, and we love wearing white. Why do we love white so much? Because it's pure. The Most High says he's sending his son to us in white linen, on white horses. And you know why? Because everybody's going to see you. So we need to be wearing a whole lot more white, because that's showing our purity. And as we cleanse ourselves and we remove all that junk from our body, guess what? We have that higher connection, that electrical connection with the Most High. And he will reveal things to us that we haven't seen before. You know how sometimes you read a book, and I read the Bible all the time, or the book of Jasher, and I didn't see that before. It's the same thing. He's going to reveal things to us that we didn't see, because it's very important to him that he meets us where we are. It's not every day that where we are today from where we were 5 years ago. So he grows with us, and that's the beauty of it. So when we start this journey next week, and the week after, and the week after that, we're creating a baseline, and that baseline is going to be a line we draw in the sand of where we are in our current state. Where are we in our current state of health? Are we our healthiest self? Is there room for improvement? What needs to be improved? Is it exercise? Is it allergies? Is it digestive? What is it? Is it my liver? Is it overall health? Or maybe I just need a tune up. I have been working on my health. I remember I was 30. I I had just had my son, my second son. I have two sons, two wonderful, amazing sons, by the way. And I looked at myself and I said, "Oh my gosh, I was just blah, 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 blah." And I said, "I can't go out like this." Because I was doing everything the world was showing me to do, and I was not happy. I was not healthy. And I said, "You know what? I'm going to change it." I started going to health conferences and, taking courses and whatnot and understanding how our body works. And, they use all these medical or scientific terms. And I'm like, no, nobody's going to understand that. So we have to break it down where everybody does understand it. And I'm hoping and praying the Most High will anoint me so that I can break it down to you so that you can understand it. And together we can apply what He's shown. So I have this method I came up with years ago, and I call it the Hickok method. I looked at somebody asked me to speak for their congregation at a church, and I said, okay, what am I going to speak about? What is ailing us? And the five things I came up with that was the most important that we need to address immediately was Hickok. That's HICOC. HICOC, which is hydration. I'm all about the water. It's inflammation. I'm all about anti inflammation. And it's all about the circulation, the oxygenation, and constipation. Those five things. We have to get those five things under control to be our best self. To be our best self, we have to get those things under control. Now, we'll go into those more next week, but I just wanted to introduce it to you. We're going to draw a line in the sand. We want to know, okay, how am I doing on hydration? Do I drink my weight in water today, every day? So you take your weight, divide it by 2. That's how many ounces you should be drinking a day, right? And if you're drinking coffee, which dehydrates you, you may need a little bit more. If you're eating a bunch of processed food, you may need a little bit more. And if you pinch your skin and it stays up, that means you're dehydrated. If you have a lot of vertical lines on your lips, you're dehydrated. If you itchy a lot, you're dehydrated. Our body speaks. Okay? Then the inflammation, if you have pain anywhere in your body, that means the blood isn't flowing and it's inflamed. If you have pain, we get hurt and we have pain. You may have a red spot, or you may have it may be very hot. All of that is inflammation. And that inflammation causes disease. It's the precursor to all disease. I've spoken to you all, and for those who haven't is joining us for the first time, and thank you for joining us, by the way. Grounding or a grounding sheet as you sleep. If you're getting your 8 hours of sleep, you want a grounding sheet because that pulls the inflammation out of our body as we sleep, right? And we want that because we want to be our best self. We want to get up each day renewed with energy and ready to take on the day and go all day. They talk about the mitochondria and our energy source and all that. Yes, but if we're dragging and we sluggish and we have no energy and like a limp wet noodle, that's not living. We want to live and enjoy our life, and we're gonna do that because We have a redemption song. We've been knocked down. I mean, heavens, I've been knocked down. How many times we've tried this and I keep getting back up. They're like, stay down. I'm like, no, my God says no. I'm rising. I'm rising. Israel, rise. Israel, rise, as Ra'ash says. And we have this wonderful body, this masterpiece that the Most High gave us. And we want to use it to His glory, right? And in order to do that, we need to address those things. So we're going to draw a line in the sand. I want you to grab a piece of paper. Grab a piece of paper and draw a line on it, right? You're going to draw a line on it. And on that chart, you're going to say, okay, this is what I need. Oh, this is what I need to do better. And you write it out, because you know, like I know for me, I've got to be better with consistency. I have a list of what I need to take in the morning, my supplements. I have some on my nightstand at night. You all know castor oils are my night routine. My zinc, my D3 is there. My magnesium is there. My mornings, my yogurt is there. Also my yogurt. I have a day yogurt and a night yogurt, because one helps you sleep, and then the other one is redoing that gut. It's transforming. It's transforming my gut microbiome. And we need that. If we have a big gut, it's probably the parasites. I'm just saying. So we got to work on that, right? And we want to get rid of that slush. We want to be like our ancestors were. They didn't have all these issues. Why? Because they didn't have the sickness. And you know, in all honesty, I don't blame us. If we look at things, the pathogens, if you look at the pathogens, those are all lab created. They created those in a lab, and they have done their best to dole it out to us in various ways. Okay, we have somebody like me, didn't go to school for it, didn't, I mean, look at Bill Gates of hell. IT guy. And he's pushing all these philanthropy medicines to our people in foreign countries. Why? But why is it people listen to him? They listen to him and just, I mean, it's just like, it's a stupor. They just go and do it. And we can't be like that. We have to say, you know what? And some of us, I know we're guilty. I've been there. Oh, something's wrong. Let me run to the doctor, see what they say. No, let me run to my self-care cabinet. Let me grab my oil of oregano. Let me gargle with colloidal silver. Let me put my castor oil on at night. And because of the rinsolinic acid in it, it goes deep. I can get rid of that pain. Those are the things we want to do. We want a natural care. We want natural self-care for our bodies, for our temple. And we're going to get there. So create your self-care cabinet between now and next week. Create your self-care cabinet. Oh, I've got to change subject soon. Create your self-care cabinet. List out what you have. If there's something there that you don't know about, send me an email. We'll bring that up in as we go through our weekly show. We'll bring that up. I see AJ Ajah asking about the grounding sheet. You can get that on Amazon. You can get the pillowcase, or you can do the whole sheet for the bed, or you can do a grounding pad where you sit or where you stand. All of that is out there for us. And what that does, it pulls inflammation out of us. Now, many of us have mineral deficiencies, and we are going to tackle that because, again, we came from the earth. and the earth has many minerals in it. Our food has been lacking. They've stolen that. They've taken it out of our food supply. The three-letter organizations, I'm not naming any, could be the Food and Death Administration, could be, allegedly. And we need to understand what minerals we need to put back into our diet. And I hate that word diet. There are chemicals that are affecting us, you know, and we want to identify those. A lot of them is in the air that's being sprayed. We have the GMO foods, the genetically modified organisms, or as I say, gross me out. We have all of those, and it's causing havoc in our body. It's killing us slowly. And if one thing about the enemy, he's consistent. He doesn't sleep. And guess what? He doesn't drink water either. So we have one up on him right out the gate. But are we using it to our benefit? Because if we're not drinking it, and I was reading somewhere today that the top part of our body has a certain, I want to say 80 some odd percent of water, and then the lower part has like 75%. And this makes so much sense because every organ in our body needs to be hydrated. And if it's not hydrated, we're going to be thirsty. And many of us are thirsty and we don't even know it. We go grabbing food thinking, oh, that's going to suffice, but it's not. We're just thirsty and we need to get our organs hydrated. Okay, enough on that. I want to go talk about our parasite eviction right now, because on Sunday is the last day and we want to talk about what happens. Now, many of you may have seen some parasites. They're not pretty. And the thing about the food grade diatomaceous earth, what it does, it dries the parasite out. It sucks the life out of them. And then we dispose of it in our bowels when we evacuate. Many of you may be seeing white globbies in the toilet, and it's okay. We're talking health here. It's okay to say toilet, and it's okay to say poop too. And that's what it is. I know I've had several people reach out to me and tell me what they're seeing, what they're experiencing. Some are seeing it come out of their skin. Some are seeing parasites come out of their mouth. Some are seeing them are throwing it up. Some are seeing it in the stools. This is normal. This is normal. They need to be evicted. And it's very important that we allow that to happen. Another thing I want to talk about on that diatomaceous earth that's so important. For those of you who have had, loose skin, and we losing our muscle tone, incontinence, the holding, there's a lot of issues holding a baby full term. All of that is collagen. It's breaking down. Those processed GMO gross me out foods is breaking down our natural connective tissue that the Most High put in us. And that we need to have that diatomaceous earth, that food grade diatomaceous earth, to tighten up that collagen and tighten up that connective tissue. If you go and buy collagen now on the market, it's 60 some odd dollars for a bottle. And then when you open it, it's only half the amount in it. And you've got to wonder about, is it vegan? Is it what fish is in it and whatnot? The diatomaceous earth is opal silica, which is going to help your hair. It's going to help your nails. It's going to make you have beautiful skin. It's going to get rid of those parasites. And many of you, I don't know, Shalom, Zimra Cole, my sister. Love you, girl. Many of you have small bumps on the back of your arm, parasites, parasites. And the diatomaceous earth, you can take it and make a little paste, like a mask. Put it on there every week, once or twice a week. Let it dry 20 minutes. Wash it off and let them kill them off. Another thing you can do, you can go and have a bath with the diatomaceous earth and let them come out. They are going to go gravitate to it, because remember, our skin, we have the holes, the pores. It's going to come out. And then once you get out the tub, you put that castor oil all over you. Lather your skin in that castor oil, and that helps you expel them more. And it will come out in the stools. Now, if you have a bad case, you may see some coming out on your skin. Don't be alarmed. It's better that they're out than staying in. Ringworm is a parasite. Same thing. It's just on the scalp, right? I've seen where people have parasites coming out of their eyes, and that makes sense with the floaters. Another thing, on the list, we mentioned all these other foods that also are anti-parasitic, like wormwood, like pumpkin seeds, like papaya seeds, all these things. You've got your dandelion, I want to say garlic as well. All of those things are good to help you expel those parasites. It's very important we clean our vegetables, we clean our food. I use food grade peroxide to clean a lot of my stuff, because I go straight from the farm to the table, but not everybody has access to that. Um, the diatomaceous earth, for those of you women, you can make a douche with the diatomaceous earth. The quickest way I can explain it to you, you can go to like CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and get those. They're great value, or whatever the store brand is. They have these douche containers, apple cider vinegar. Come home, take it out, pour it out, and then you make your mix with your diatomaceous earth and water. And you go ahead, I would say get in the tub, because you want to hold it as long as you can before you flush it out, because you want it to go in there and absorb. Remember that diatomaceous earth acts like a magnet, and it pulls. It's going to pull the toxins out. And then the healing part of it comes in, where it's going to tighten everything up. So make sure, if you have questions about that, send me an email. You know my email address. I'll be happy to send the information to you. You can also make a paste if you have large pores on your nose, like I did or do. I'm working on that. I made a paste, pulls it out. If you have a bad eczema or rosacea on the skin, again, make that paste, put it on for about 20 minutes, and wash it off and pull that out. We've got to get rid of this, because we want to be our best, our higher self, and improving our circulation and all that is very, very important. Lastly, boy, an hour goes quickly, doesn't it? I want to talk about the feet. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, our feet is where, when we are on our way out, transitioning out of this world into the other, you can tell by your feet. So it's very important that we learn to move our feet. And not only learn to move, but we want to understand the power of the feet. And women, all those of you who are married, please massage your husband's feet. If he's out there working and bringing home that bacon for you, please massage his feet. I don't care if he doesn't like you touching it. He will if you massage his feet. Put a nice loose sock on it and let him rest. He'll wake with new feet and he will have a greater appreciation for you because you taking care, you investing in him, you investing in you all because you are one, you're a unit together. Okay, invest in him, invest in yourself. Remember, on the feet, the soles of the feet, just like the hands, these have sensory glands, and these glands tell you a whole lot about what's going on in the body. We're going to go into that more, especially when we do our glow up challenge come February at Purim. We're going to start that at Purim, and we're going to go all the way to Passover. And we're just going to love ourselves a little bit more than what we do normally, because remember, our sister Esther, she went through a whole year of purification. We're not going to do a whole year. We're going to do 31 days. All right? Keep that in mind. Plan on it, and there's more to come on that. So let's get back on our feet now. I'm going to read this information to you quickly. And we started a little late, so maybe I'll be okay, right? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, so our feet. Oh, you know what? I had an ad. I wanted to talk to you all also about Naturally Glam skincare. The products at Naturally Glam Skincare are made with all natural ingredients designed to nourish your skin. Remember, we talked about our skin. This is a new. I love Austin. All right. Next week, we are going to talk more. We are going to talk more about our feet. Well, we'll start on our feet because I'm running over. We'll talk more about our feet and the importance of it, and all the sensory points underneath and what it attaches to inside the body. And we're gonna draw our line in the sand. Come. Oh, yes, Sister Dawn. Uh, we're gonna come with our chart already of what it is that you want to work on, and we're going to address on the bottom. You're going to have the hydration, inflammation, circulation, oxygenation, and constipation. We're going to have that, and then we're going to rate it as of December 2024. And then 3 months later, we'll take a look at it, see where we are. And then another 3 months, we'll take a look at it and see where we are. Because you go to the doctor when something is wrong, but we don't build up or support our body the way that we need to. Self-care is about supporting and loving the skin you're in, and we don't do that enough. So we want to do that. What else? What else? Did y'all hear the new song? It's got a nice little jingle to it. Hopefully you'll hear that. And we have so much coming for you all. I want to again thank each and every one of you for coming today, for showing up, supporting me, and supporting yourself, because we have to do that more often, right? And I thank you all. Sister Daphne, Shalom, sis. And I can't wait to see where the Most High is taking this, because at Naturally You, we're not dwelling with the enemy. We're not dwelling with chaos. We're dwelling with the Most High. So come on that journey with me, and let's do this together, and let's do it right. Beautiful skin, beautiful hair, beautiful body, beautiful gut. We're going to do it all and get our eyesight right, because the things that he's taken from us, the Most High is going to pour it back into us. And we're going to stand on his promises. So, Naturally You, here we come. Shalom. And thank you. Much love. You pray for me, and I'm going to pray for you. That's it. Rise, Israel. Let's rise.
Nations, Israel, rise. Rise up out of your sleep and your slumber.
All
Open up your
praises. Shalom.
eyes. Are you the world awake and to get better? Israel, rise. Rise up out of your sleep and your slumber. Open up your eyes. A full time you come back to a higher. Hey, they make it
Who
seem
sent
like
you?
the history start at the slave ships. But
No,
they are the
who
true
sent you?
blood relatives of King David. King Solomon was the wisest man. All of us are the stock of Abraham. Them never teach us about the black Christ, the conquering lion of the Judah tribe. We have lost our identity. That is why we're at the bottom of society. Israel, rise. Rise up out of your sleep and your slumber. Open up your eyes. Are you the world awake and feel it better? Israel, rise. Rise up out of your sleep and your slumber. Open up your eyes. A full time if you come back to higher. If Babylon did mean us any good, them wouldn't create them eugenics program for wipe out